My little Tibetan bowl. Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for August the 6th through August the 12th. This is for your sun, moon and rising. And if you haven't been here before, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and I really hope you stick around and keep coming back. And if you have been here before, welcome back. Thank you, guys. I so appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting and subscribing. I really appreciate that. I'm almost at 4K subscribers. Let's make that happen this week, yeah? And what was I going to say? Okay, so if you haven't been here before, I do an astrological report at the beginning of the video, and I put it on every video because it's a general astrological report. And you may skip that if you're checking out your sun, moon, and sun, moon, and rising. Mercury's in retrograde, so I'm going to apologize in advance for any mistakes that I make, which I'm sure to do. What was I going to say? So all the information and lots of other links, if you want to link to your sun, moon and rising, that's in the description box below. I'm also on Instant Go. You can ask a question anytime, and one question, and you can get a really quick response. On there, that link is below, and support me on Patreon, guys. Check it out. It takes me about 3 days to do these videos. I meditate before each one, and I have to do the research, and then I have to upload it, edit it, and all that good stuff. So it does take time, and a nice way of supporting is donate $1 or something. You can do one donation, or you can do it once a month. And that, would really be appreciative. And if you can't, just, like, share, comment, and all that other good stuff. I so get it. If you can't afford it, that's fine. But if you can, that would be lovely. And thank you for all of those who bought, whom I gave a personal reading to, who purchased readings. I really, really appreciate you. You guys keep me going in between. Thank you very much. And okay, so let's go to the astrological report now. On the 6th, Venus moves into Libra. Venus is much happier in Libra. There's balance in our relationships. I think she's there till the 26th of September, I believe. The 9th of September. So Libra is there. Venus is in Libra till the 9th of September. So that's wonderful. It's balance in our relationships. Venus is a lot more comfortable in Libra than she was in Virgo, for sure. And so we can balance our finances, balance our relationships. And then on the 7th, Uranus goes retrograde. We have 3 planets retrograde, right? We've got Mercury, Mars, and Uranus. So this month in general, guys, is going to be slow, and there's no point in getting frustrated. Well, we will tend to get frustrated, but think or take a deep breath before you react. I mean, that's my advice. I had to do that in the supermarket. Was it last night? No, the night before. I had to walk away from a situation before I said something I might regret. It's things like that. It's situations like that you've got to take a breath, be careful of driving, what is it? Car rage, driver's rage. You've got to be very careful of that. It's just, take a deep breath and relax. It's not that important, allow things to unfold and just keep going. Keep it moving, darling. Now, I want to talk about the energy of the month, numerology wise. Now, this month is the number 19. How do we get 19? We add 8, which is August, it's the 8th month, right? And then we add 2018. So we add 8 to 2 equals 10. And then we add, well, there's a 0, so that's nothing. Then we add a 1, which is 11. And then we add the 8, which is 19. Now, 19 is a karmic number. And 19 in the major arcana represents the sun, right? It's the sun card in the major arcana. And the sun rules Leo. And on the 11th, we have this new moon solar eclipse in Leo. Now, the sun rules Leo and we've got a solar eclipse. I just think that's amazing. I just feel, okay, no, I don't feel, I just think, I feel, I'm a Cancerian, darling, I feel. This solar eclipse is all about how can we shine, right? How can we shine a light on ourselves? How can we shine going forward? How can we be a part of the group and yet be an individual? This is the truly new beginnings, because 19, 1 and 9 equals 10, and 10 reduces down because 1 plus 0 reduces down to 1. So this is the third of 3 eclipses that we've just gone through. This is truly new beginnings. Now, I'm not saying start a new project or anything, but this is going forward differently within ourselves and asking ourselves, how can we shine? How can we be an individual and yet be a part of the group, right? I think that's a wonderful question to ask ourselves at that time. There are so many other things and I will mention on the 12th, the 12th Mars moves, because it's in retrograde, it moves back into Capricorn now. That's going to be great because Mars loves being in Capricorn. It can get things done, right? So even though it's retrograde, it's still about being able to move forward. But things are moving at a slower pace, and if we accept that, guys, life will be easier. If we can breathe before we react, then, avoid major conflict wherever possible, because we are liable to say things we perhaps, don't mean, or maybe we mean it at that time but may regret it later. And Mercury's in retrograde. We could be misconstrued or misinterpreted. What we say might be misconstrued. So it's very important to think before we speak. So without further ado, let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello, lovely free-spirited Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to your reading for August the 6th through August the 12th. And a shout out to Jill, darling, who has just had a double hip replacement and she's in the hospital recovering. So all my love to you, Jill, and I'll see you later. Anyway, the first card out, darling, is the Magician. You have everything within your power right now to create the life that you desire. Look, the Magician has all the elements. He's got, water, he's got the earth, he's got fire, he's got the air. And he can manipulate those. He's going to make something out of nothing. And that's what the premise of this card is. It's like you can make something out of nothing. You don't, you are the architect of your life. You are the writer of your story. And you have the power. And clarifying it, right, is temperance. So this is everything in moderation, darling. This is balance. Don't forget, everything in moderation is the mantra for this card. And beautiful. Look at the third eye going on here. This is full of, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on ground. This is totally balance, total balance. And you've got the King of Pentacles, which is manifesting, darling. You can manifest anything you want through hard work. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty or roll his sleeves up. You can find him in the fields with his workers toiling the soil. And he is, he's a people's man. He's definitely grounded. He's, you know, he loves opulence, he loves luxury, but he knows that he has to work for it. So this is your manifesting card, darling. You're going to manifest everything that you desire. Now, the next card is the Justice card, the number 11. This is a power number, but this is everything. Don't forget that every decision you make, every action you take has a karmic value. Keep, you know, work off that karma, darling. Keep it clean. Keep it right. Do the right thing for the right reason. It's like, don't get angry. Don't get resentful. Don't try to get back at people. Let that go, darling. Go forward. It's important to stay spiritually based and do things for the right reason, you know. And then you've got the Justice card clarifying the Justice card. That's a double indemnity, darling. Karma is at play this week for you. Karma, don't forget. You know, you'll pay. Don't make your karmic debt any larger than it already is. Work that karma off. Live clean from now on. Go forward with the best interest for everyone. If something's not working, let it go. It's no point in hanging on to something. This is like moving forward, doing the right thing for the right reason. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles, right? So this is the Six of Pentacles can mean to give help to someone, but I'm getting that you're getting help. You are receiving the help that you need. And there's no doubt in my mind that you're getting that. That's what this means, because sometimes this means that you need to help people, and you can still help people while getting help. But I am getting for some of you that help is here. You are being helped in some way or another. And clarifying it is the Eight of Swords, you see. You're feeling trapped, right? But in actual fact, you're not. So she's tied up and she's got a blindfold, but she doesn't realize that there's loads. She can just go forward. She's free. But she feels trapped now, or she thinks she's trapped. That's in her head, right? This is an illusion. When this card comes up, you know, look, most of us are prisoners of our own mind. You know, I always use that analogy of when I was, you know, I lived in England and everyone lived in bedsits back there in the 80s, you know, the early 80s, late 70s. And I moved into a 1-bedroom apartment and I couldn't get my head around going into the bedroom. It took me ages to get into my mind had just shrunk into a one room, right? So it took me ages to move out of the living room and actually sleep in the bedroom. So interesting how our minds restrict us. We are a prisoner of our minds. We have to expand that. We've got to, you know, we have to really take the blindfold off. We've got to look at the truth in the situation. We're not trapped. There is always a way out. When people say I have no choice, there is always a choice. It may not be the better choice, but there is always a choice. There's always a way out too. It's about thinking outside the box. It's about getting creative, right? It's about moving forward. And this is, you know, look, the sun rules Leo, and this is a solar eclipse with the energy of 19, which is the sun in the major arcana. This is all about shining. It's expressing yourself creatively as well. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video and share it on your social media, and comment if you haven't already, and subscribe. Comment. I love feedback. Subscribe if you haven't already. Mercury in retrograde. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. All the babies, look at them. How old do you think they are, Kathleen?
For a personal reading, please go to www.liveinthesolution.com.
They're at the ugly duckling stage.
Maybe 4 weeks. I really think they're ugly.
No, I'm just saying that because of the
No, I know.
story.